We're talking about Gaza.
Yeah.
The Samud flotilla has been attacked. So we have a couple videos. We have a video from Thiago Ávila, who's a Brazilian environmental activist organizer who's been on the flotilla.
We are here on the Global Samud Flotilla, reporting that we've been targeted at least 4 times tonight. 4 of our boats, the Huela, the Huayla, Yulara, the Otaria, and the Maria Cristina, have been targeted with drones, throwing devices.
There was another one, yeah.
We just experienced a 5th attack. We need to assess which boat was that. They're likely throwing flashbangs at our boats. It's very, very important that we stay on alert. Right now we are in a moment of full drone alert. We need to pressure the world for these attacks to stop. We are a non-violent solidarity humanitarian mission trying to get to Gaza with food and aid according to international law. It's very important that they respect that.
Okay, that's one update.
Hey y'all, Greg here aboard the veteran boat attached to the Global Samud Flotilla. Our boat was assailed by a quadcopter and they dropped a little popper on deck. A couple boats experienced that as well. And also our VHF radio was hijacked by adversarial comms, and they started playing ABBA. So this is the initiation of the psychological operations that we had mentioned previously. They're beginning off the coast of Crete. Luckily, we have live stream footage that gets stored in a backup. Unfortunately, this was out of frame, but you see we noticed the quadcopter drone run back. Yeah, somewhat startling. Yeah, so I'm going to park my head here so I cover it up, whichever VHF channel we use, but we've been dealing with this all night. Yeah, so that was ABBA. ABBA's from Sweden. Obviously, their weird obsession with Greta Thunberg being on the flotilla may have something to do with it, but we're probably going to be expecting this every night going forward, to just break everyone down psychologically. This is what they are. There was no injuries. Everyone's fine. These are just psychological operations, and they're probably going to increase in intensity and frequency from here on out every time the sun sets. So we appreciate your attention to this matter. Pressure your governments, please, to protect the flotilla, and we will not be deterred. So we're just going to keep on sailing, and they're going to keep doing what they're going to keep doing, and history will be our judge.
Wow.
That's very scary. I mean, for more context, there was a statement released earlier today, tweeted out by the Israel Foreign Ministry, which is the kind of statement that they frequently put out before they kill innocent people, which is like basically blaming that, like saying that they're doing something illegal and that they're Hamas and blah, blah,
Right.
blah. So
Yeah. This is why it's so the but Hamas stuff is so dangerous, because not everyone is Hamas. That's an important point. But also that really does lean into the vilification of everyone who is in Hamas. And Hamas is like a political party. And there were war crimes committed on October 7th. We don't know how many were done by Hamas. There were war crimes on October 7th. I don't think I need to explain that. I think that the war crimes committed on October 7th pale in comparison to the ones that have been committed every day since. But also, a lot of those war crimes were committed by, we already know there was mass Hannibal. So Israel killed its own. But the truth is, I mean, it's not like you can just, part of the vilification of Hamas is precisely so that all anyone has to do is say, oh, they're Hamas. And then people are okay with killing people. I mean, like we talked about this a little bit on Monday morning with Macron talking about how it's great that Israel has killed Hamas leaders. That's great. It just hasn't lowered the population of Hamas fighters. It's like, well, it's actually not great. You can't just like assassinate people just because you deem them terrorists. And these are people who have way less blood on their hands. I mean, it's not comparable. When they use imprecise bombs, it's because they literally don't have precise bombs, unlike Israel. So when Israel kills civilians, it's extremely intentional. Okay, so this is the Israeli Foreign Ministry. We were sorry to hear the response from the Hamas flotilla representative that the flotilla insists on pursuing a violent course of action. There's been literally nothing that they did that was violent, by the way, just to clarify, nothing. violent course of action and refuses our proposal to transfer in a coordinated and peaceful manner any aid that might be aboard the flotilla to the Gaza Strip via the nearby Ashkelon Marina. Does anyone believe that Israel would actually be giving out the aid to the people there? Like, it's just so insulting.
It's so ridiculous. Like, I
so evil and
control every
torture.
door into
Yeah,
Gaza. I'm not letting an aid, but if you would just please give me the
yeah,
aid that you're bringing because we've restricted all other aid,
exactly.
we'll deliver the aid. These people, like, to spend as much money on Hasbara as they do and to be so bad at it, or maybe to think that we're so stupid,
Right.
or maybe they're just that stupid. Can they be that stupid? Can people be that stupid? Evil, stupid,
Yeah,
evil,
I think there
stupid.
are people. I mean, I think that is evil, stupid. That is always the game. And like, yeah, whoever this works on, it's a fun game to play. I mean, it's awful, but it's like, are they evil or stupid? Certainly, they're evil. The ones putting it out, but maybe they're stupid to think that their evil is not transparent. So this response once again highlights the insincerity of the flotilla members and their mission to serve Hamas rather than the people in Gaza. If the flotilla continues to reject Israel's peaceful proposal, Israel will take the necessary measures to prevent its entry into the combat zone and to stop any violation of a lawful naval blockade while making every possible effort to ensure the safety of its passengers. We reiterate, if your intentions are sincere, transfer any such aid to the Ashkelon Marina so it can be forwarded promptly to the Gaza Strip in a peaceful and nonviolent manner. I mean, these guys are such liars, and honestly, it's like they are liars until proven truthful. Like anything that comes out of their mouth, you should definitely consider a lie. Let's see. More from the Foreign Ministry. The Hamas flotilla refuses Israel's proposal to unload aid peacefully at the nearby Ashkelon Marina. Instead, it chooses the illegal path, sailing into a combat zone and breaching the lawful naval blockade. This proves their true aim, serving Hamas rather than delivering aid to Gaza civilians. Humanitarian aid, yes. Support to Hamas, no.
The first thought when I look at that image is, if they were to unload there, wouldn't that then mean that they would have to go through the area where there's like thousands of trucks not being let in
Right.
to that area? Like, it would basically mean nothing would get through.
Yeah. So Greg Stoker is from the veterans boat, and someone else on there, Philip Totenbaum, sent that last week. We played the video of the dolphins swimming near the flotilla. So okay, here we go. Isn't this so nice? This was last week. This is them swimming alongside the flotilla. It is so beautiful. It's so awful just to think of like how beautiful the Mediterranean is, and it's a place that people are not allowed to access.
Basically,
And
like seeing
so
a bunch of people bringing like baby formula escorted by dolphins and being like, we need to blow that up.
yeah, right. Yeah, that's their violence is baby formula. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, something that Sim talked about in their book was like, you couldn't make it's like what Israel is doing is like saying every stereotype about Jews being evil, Israel's like, and now hold my beer. Like you couldn't design a better anti-Semitism PR than by doing what Israel's doing.
Yeah. This on the heels of the Let's Take Over the Media week.
Oh my God, yeah, that's well said. Yeah, yeah. Wanted to just leave people with this. So Greg Stoker again. Now the initial drama of the flotilla attack has calmed down for the moment. Please bear in mind that this will likely happen every night as Gaza is experiencing the final solution. Israel wants your eyes off Gaza and focused on us. We appreciate the support, but stay focused, disciplined, and don't fall into the trap. So yeah, we need to do both things at the same time. We need to expose what's happening to the flotilla because it is people are like it's performative. Yeah, it is optics. It's both things. I mean, they would love to bring that aid in, and if they don't and can't, it's because of Israel. It's not like they have another option that could be less flashy where they would let them bring it in, right? They would love it, but it also is showing like people are used to seeing Palestinians slaughtered, and so this is a way to get media attention from people who maybe wouldn't otherwise care. So that's its value.
And Chris Smalls's point was like, it's not like the point is not really like delivering of the aid. It's like a drop in the bucket for the mass starvation, obviously, but that it's establishing that Israel has no right to police those waters. Like for whatever it said in that little statement, it's like Israel is actually violating international law by stopping them. And so they're showcasing
exactly
illegal blockade.
Yeah.
They're exposing
blockade,
the illegal blockade.
Yes, they're exposing the illegal blockade. They're also just making it very clear, like, they are not letting, like, they don't want people to be giving child formula.